I'm Marie.
And I'm Mykala.
We're from Lansing High School in Lansing, Kansas.
And this is our Herff Jones Marketing Results Challenge.
Before tackling such a large project, my sister and I first had to understand the values of yearbooks that Herff Jones promotes by visiting the Herff Jones plantation in Edwardsville, Kansas with our school's yearbook staff.
There we looked through old yearbooks, toured the plant itself, and observed the methods in which the factory workers developed actual printed copies of school's yearbook pages. We even got an exclusive sneak peek of the customized cover of this year's yearbook as we were able to sit in on the cover design seminar and consultation.
We brought this inspiration with us back to Lansing High School and formulated a plan of action to increase yearbook sales.
We scanned the web for innovative marketing strategies and researched various techniques in order to connect with our audience, high school students.
After visiting several Herff Jones websites and conducting our own brainstorming sessions, we concluded that the best way to make a statement within our school was through promotional videos, games, contests, and grand prizes.
Our yearbook advisor connected us to the Herff Jones business webpage, where there we could analyze the sale numbers last year and the years prior. There we were able to analyze specific months in order to conduct and compare buy rates and buying patterns.
We found that last year, Yearbook had a goal of selling 585 books, which they surpassed at the end of the year as they ordered a total of 615 copies. 6 yearbooks were left over, meaning that 609 were purchased in the 2015-2016 school year.
We dug deeper into the yearbook records and noticed that last year specifically, the sales peaked at 216 copies sold in the month of September. After September, the sales per month began to steadily decline as only 134 copies were sold in the month of October last year.
We researched past marketing strategies and found out the reason why the month of September last year peaked as high as it did. After discussing the number with the yearbook advisor, we found that last year was the first time the yearbook staff implemented the limited time early bird yearbook special, in which the price reduced by $15.
The thrill of the reduced price enticed students to buy their yearbook early, during the month of September especially, before the sale came to a close.
Our goal from that point forward was to reduce the decrease of sales during the month following the end of the sale, October, and focus on attaining a positive trend that would carry on the rest of the year.
And that's exactly what we did.
We sat down together and decided that we needed to survey parents of Lansing students in order to find out how effective the marketing strategies of the yearbook staff already were. We then agreed to utilize the parent-teacher conference on October 5th to interview parents while they waited to talk to their students' teachers. The results came back with 69% of the parents interviewed saying that they have a single child at the school, 29% of the parents have 2 children, and less than 2% of the parents surveyed have 3 or more children attending Lansing High School.
The results of how informed parents were about where to go to order a yearbook were synonymous with if they planned on buying a yearbook this year, as 89% of the parents said yes to both of these questions.
Only 76% of parents were found to have gotten a yearbook for their student in the past. We followed to ask the other 24% of parents why they had not gotten a yearbook in the past, and they replied that their student is waiting until senior year to buy one, as it is their last year of high school.
We selected these specific questions because the website in which yearbooks can be ordered from this year changed from last year. Last year, yearbooks could be purchased off of Skyward. This year, they can only be purchased directly off of yearbookordercenter.com.
We anticipated parents to not know where to go to order a yearbook, as there was not an abundance of yearbook advertisements before we implemented our strategies.
We found that the majority of parents did in fact know where to go to order a yearbook, and that students were the ones that needed to be directly reached in order to increase sales.
After this realization, we decided our marketing campaign would have to be directly connected to the students of the school in order to entice them to buy a yearbook. We knew that we would have to come up with a plan that encouraged students of all grades to break the primary desire of only seniors to purchase a yearbook, and we got to work from there.
Our plan was simple yet effective.
We utilized the upcoming holiday at the time, Halloween, in order to create a relatable front with our audience and encourage participation. We developed an entire week dedicated to promoting our school's yearbook, which we implemented the week before Halloween, October 24th to October 28th.
Following our yearbook week idea, we extended our school's early bird yearbook special, in which the original price of $65 was reduced to $50 to Halloween. This extension was notified to students in the form of a promotional video and was aired as an informational piece that explained the contest and the grand prizes.
Originally, the sale was only in place until October 15th. Having visited the plant in early September, we knew we would have to act fast in order to implement Yearbook Week in the fashion we envisioned, so we got to work immediately.
The first thing we decided was to enable students' competitive edge by creating a contest between grade levels to see which class could buy the most yearbooks.
This effort could not go unbacked by the utilization of a spicy prize, as it was a crucial element of our marketing strategy. Staying informed with DECA partnerships, my sister and I decided to give our local Chipotle a call.
They agreed to fund 20 students from the winning grade level who bought yearbooks a free burrito lunch on Lansing High School's yearbook signing day, May 19th.
In order to keep track of who bought a yearbook and what grade level they are in, we constructed a wall outside of the yearbook classroom that populates a large flow of students daily. We wrote each student's name on a burrito that purchased a yearbook and hung it up on the corresponding section of the chart on the wall.
In addition, we wrote each student's name on a raffle ticket and separated the tickets by grade level within pumpkin baskets.
We filmed a variety of vintage-inspired Halloween films in order to connect with high school students of all grades and appeal to them emotionally, as they included humorous interpretations of these widely known films.
My sister and I added a creative touch to these videos by switching a key element from each one with something yearbook related, whether it be a physical copy or an integration of the price. These videos, of which some included Frankenstein, Jaws, and E.T., were aired each day on our school's The Roar broadcast, which is mandatorily aired on each classroom's Apple TV during 7th hour. Collectively, we made 11 Halloween-themed yearbook short films.
In our lunchroom, there are a series of televisions that hang above the lunch tables. Coordinating with the yearbook advisor, we made slideshows that included exclusive sneak peeks of the yearbook pages as well as aired a second video.
The sneak peeks were aired with the intent of reaching out to a variety of students involved in various clubs, sports, and organizations throughout the school.
The theme of this year's yearbook, Beneath the Surface, was utilized throughout the slideshow as well to show students that the yearbook would not favor specific sports and popular organizations.
Our promotional strategy did not stop with visual marketing, as we also integrated an interactive aspect of advertising within our yearbook promotional week. During lunch, aside from the videos, the yearbook staff helped us implement a variety of games and activities that students could participate in order to win extra ticket entries within their class's pumpkin basket in order to have a better chance of winning a burrito. That is, if their class wins the contest at the end of the year.
The games ranged from rolling giant dice to picking a plastic pumpkin out of a pumpkin pond to an interactive photo booth in which students could take a selfie at, post to Twitter, and tag the yearbook Twitter handle @LHSTheLion.
On the very first day at lunch, the staff walked around to lunch tables and handed out pieces of candy with notes that read, "Order your yearbook. It's not a trick, it's a treat."
Our promotional plan touched on multiple aspects of marketing in general, as students watched humorous and informational videos, engaged in interactive games, and physically received slips of paper informing them of the sale and persuading them to purchase a yearbook.
We incorporated this mixture of visual and kinesthetic advertising in order to appeal to a wider array of students.
We understand that each student takes in information the best in different ways, so we tried to connect with each type of student learner as best as we could through incorporating this diversity within our Yearbook Week campaign. Though the numbers show a decrease in total thus far, our plan to eliminate the decrease of books sold in the month of October was ultimately a success. Last year in the month of October, 134 books were sold. This was a drastic drop from the 2016 school year September total of 216 copies sold.
Utilizing a book sold to student population ratio, we were able to calculate a 2.5% buy rate increase in this year's month of October compared to last year's October total.
In addition, this increase of books sold in the month of October established a positive trend in books purchased this year. Analyzing our calculations, we predict that the total of books sold this year should continue to increase in the months that follow.
Looking at the targeted week of October 24th to October 28th specifically, we sold 55 books this year compared to the 22 copies sold last year during the same period of time.
Totals on individual days of the week up until the end of the sale, October 31st, substantially increased in comparison to last year.
The total of books sold on each individual day increased drastically on 4 of the 5 days of Yearbook Week.
Our marketing campaign's increase of sales and student involvement is not limited to Yearbook Week and Halloween festivities we formulated. Due to the lasting grade level competition, our strategy should continue to aid the yearbook class in sales for the rest of the year.
As we near the end of the first semester, the total of yearbooks sold so far continues to rise, hastily approaching the 2017 school year goal of 652.
We will continue to update our burrito wall and encourage students to buy their yearbooks full of lasting memories even after this project is over, no matter the results.
We hope you strongly consider our marketing campaign for this year's Herff Jones Marketing Results Challenge.